Hello there, my name is Cat, and welcome back to Deep Talk, show where we dive into deep topics with me, your host. Last time we talked about change and how it can be good and bad. Today we're going to talk about embarrassment. I'm sure you're all aware of what embarrassment is. It's a human thing, and if you're not, which will be kind of strange, but it's okay, it's okay. If you don't know what embarrassment is, it's when you make a mistake and you feel just terrible about it. And how do you describe failure? That's such a definition of not failure. Sorry, I cannot talk today. I just recorded 2 takes on failure and decided to change the topic entirely. Embarrassment. When you make a mistake and it causes you to feel real upset about what you did, and you just would do anything in the world to go back and change it. Now, embarrassments, for example. I can tell tons of embarrassing stories. Here's a story. When I was younger, in a younger grade, I won't say which grade, but when I was in a younger grade, which, at school, I'm a good kid, and I still am to this day. But when I was younger, and I was at a younger grade, I got in trouble one time. And I cried because I didn't know how to handle it. Because little me was like, it's the end of the world. And I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed the fact I got in trouble. But I was more embarrassed at the fact that I cried. I cried in front of a class because I got in trouble. It wasn't that bad of a thing. I just went back to the class before everyone else did. It wasn't that bad. Just overreacting. But that's the thing about embarrassment. Sometimes it's overreacting. Sometimes it's generally bad. Now, let's say a funeral going on. Let's say it's your, I don't know, granddad's funeral, let's say. And you bring your son. And your son, let's say he's 3 or 4. And he wants to bring a device. So you let him bring a device. And then they have a moment of silence for your granddad. So you all close your eyes, and you all, well, don't close your eyes, but you all, my name's Captain Cat. You all shut up. I'm sorry. Today's just not my day. You all close your mouths, and you don't realize it, but your son, let's say he's playing Mario or something on the DS, so he gets to the end flag, he goes da 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 da. Something like Mario time. Let's go. So let's say that audio plays as the moment of silence is on, and listen, there's one of 2 outcomes for this. Either one, everyone finds it funny and they all laugh, but since this is a funeral, the second one's more likely. Everyone sits in awkward silence, and you see eyes. Some people are just staring at you, and you feel as they're judging you. It's a great example of embarrassment. Embarrassment would make a fool of yourself in front of everyone else. And you just regret it deeply. God, it's so laggy over here. Get away. When you embarrass yourself, it's really bad. And, as I've lived and as life's gone on, I realize it really doesn't matter. I've realized if I make a mistake or I embarrass myself, then it's that's one day out of an entire year. Last year, I had a history assignment to speak in front of the class. I had to give a speech. Everyone else did too. It was about what would you do if you were president. So I worked on the speech and I wrote the speech, and the day came. I went up there and I read it. I had to make eye contact too, which was terrifying. If I look someone in the eye, I just feel so uncomfortable. And my eyes are acting up. Ugh. Eye contact. Anyways, so I made eye contact, with the teacher, my fellow peers, and I passed. I passed the assignment. But I tell you what, last year was the year I started being more social. If I had done this any grade before last, any year before last, it would have sucked for me. Because it would have been them terrible because I would have been so embarrassed and stuttering, which I stuttered a bit during my speech, but that's because I just naturally stutter at times when I'm trying to figure out what I see. I talk fast, so when I'm trying, my brain, my mouth. See, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. My mouth hops in front of my brain, so I don't think about what I'm saying. I just try to get everything out, and I get repeatedly asked what, and it's hard to communicate at times. So I'll constantly stutter and I'll talk too fast. Which, that happens during video sometimes, I know, and I try to prevent that, but it catches sometimes. So I try to talk slow. Make sure I'm pronouncing everything. See, that's kind of like embarrassment when I, like, stutter in a video, you know? Now, my school does up. Some people might grade up my channel, and you might think, well, isn't that kind of embarrassing? Kind of. I mean, I don't get made fun of for it, surprisingly. Sorry, congestion. My nose is acting up. There we go. Alright. But, like, I don't get made fun of it. But when someone brings it up, I feel awkward. But they don't really say that. I remember it was last year when most people found out. I was in my not geography, my science class with my friend. We were just looking at each other's channels, checking views and whatnot, because, you know, that's what I do when I'm bored. And one kid comes over, says, yo, YouTube channel? And then the next thing I know, about half class over there, and sat with the teacher. But, you know, the teacher's actually pretty chill. I actually like that teacher. He's a pretty cool teacher. Anyways, I mean, I didn't care too much. I mean, I'm very open to the fact that I voice act characters, which I'm not too ashamed of that, honestly. Because the old me would have been like, oh crap, they're gonna find out about it. They're all gonna find out about it. Because I used to do cat videos and plush videos, which I now consider kind of cringe. But I still see it as a part of my childhood, which is why I don't private them at all. So, if you want to go ahead, you can go all the way back down there and watch the old videos. Yeah, I'm proud of those. Those were my first moments on this platform. Anywho, but embarrassment is a foul thing. It's never happened to me. I mean, it has, but not much. Stop peeing. Like, I have such a fear of just getting in trouble at school that if someone were to call my name, like, it's not my full name, I'd be like, oh god, it's the end of the world. I can't do this anymore. I'd just like faint. Cause I don't know why I have such an issue getting in trouble. I mean, nowadays, whenever I get in trouble, whether it be my parents or the teachers, I just kind of laugh it off. So I don't get in trouble that often, actually. But if I do, I just kind of laugh it off. Cause I kind of cope with everything with comedy now. Cause I went to a funeral a few years back to my great grandfather. And after that, I just use comedy to cope with things. But yeah, I don't cry that much anymore. But you know, it's healthy to cry. You know, it's never bad to get a good cry out. But embarrassment can suck. That's for sure. That's just certain. You like, I don't have. What most schools have what they call popular kids. I don't really have those because everyone's just seen us the same. But you know, popular kids. All right. I don't know much about those. I don't actually have experience with those things. We'll call them things because it's funnier that way. It's like they're like monsters or something. Anyways, but I've read a lot of school stories because I love story times. You know, apparently they're just kind of jerks entirely. Like, come on. Like, why would what would make you want to like steal someone's joke, man? Like, come on, that's just not cool. I'm gonna be off topic, aren't I? Yes. Embarrassment sucks. It's a fact. So when I do something embarrassing, I just want to go into a shell and never come out. And you know, that's not healthy at all. That's not the healthy response. Unless it is, and who knows? I could be crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I've been therapeutical for all my friends, but like, jeez. Yes. But embarrassment is bad. I can't talk. Let me get a conclusion sentence. In conclusion, embarrassment is a foul subject when it happens. But you should never try to embarrass yourself for attention, because that's kind of stupid and dumb in every sense and way. Ooh, there you go. Okay. But yeah, when you get embarrassed, just remember, whoever laughs at you will die one day, and so will you. Anyway, sticks and stones may break my bones, but some people say that words will never hurt. That doesn't match everyone though, but you know, if it does match you, then that's pretty cool. If it doesn't, you know, sensitive people are still valid. In every sense, their opinions matter. You're sensitive. I know it can hurt sometimes. The world just seems rough, you know. Well, that's just how it be. You just gotta live with that, you know. I'm very therapeutical. If you ever need therapy, contact me at CampStudyCat #3220 on Discord. Should I have said that? No, I shouldn't have. Whatever. I don't know. I'm a great therapist. Let's open these. I can't open it. Whatever. I don't care enough. But this is like a law compilation. Hold on a second. I'm so tired. Alright, well, we're gonna end it off here. Ow, I just hurt my leg. Hitting it something. I'm ending the video off here. This one was kind of off topic. I'm sorry I got off topic so much. I'm just tired. It's not gonna make videos. I'm tired. I'm off topic. Well, I'll see you people in the next video. So, goodbye.